Good evening, Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com here. I want to take a look real quick at 93L, creating a little bit of a ruckus here along the Florida coastline. This is the vorticity signature. Looks fairly healthy, nice and round, trying to come together. This was a tropical wave, came off Africa, milled its way around, and now trying to develop right here over land. Sometimes they do that. It's rare, but sometimes they will try to get going, especially if the environment is favorable. And even in a small area, you remember I talked about this in the hurricane outlook and discussion from earlier today. Umberto over here developed in 2007 really quickly, 19 hours going from basically nothing to a hurricane. So, you know, sometimes it happens. Not saying this will become a hurricane, but it is there. Invest area 93L. Hurricane Center maybe will initiate advisories on this system later tonight. Will it be Tropical Depression 11 or straight to Tropical Storm Julia? We'll have to wait and see. Overall, the satellite presentation, not too bad considering the overall disorganized nature of the system. I mean, heck, it struggled all the way over from Africa all the way to now, so, you know, why start now with trying to become better organized? But it's trying its best here along the coast of Florida, where heavy rainfall will be the biggest concern. This is a sort of regional radar shot. Anywhere from parts of southeast Georgia here, inland maybe 100 miles or so, and along the I-95 corridor in Florida from Jacksonville all the way down to areas near Daytona Beach, and some sort of side effect showers over here and thunderstorms near Orlando. But this is the bulk of the heavy rainfall up here along northeast Florida. A zoomed-in animation shows exactly what I'm talking about. Areas, again, along the I-95 area. This is Savannah, and you have I-95 that comes down here, Coastal Highway 17. Here's Jacksonville, St. Augustine, near where the center of circulation might be located. And then, you know, some southwesterly bands coming in, and then along the ocean, these coming in from the east. So overall, this entire region fairly unsettled, mainly along the coastline. I cannot emphasize enough that very heavy rainfall, you talk about overnight hours now, and all the interstate commerce down the interstate system here, I-95, and then parts of I-10 here coming out of Jacksonville. But I'm mainly worried about this region along this I-95 stretch. You know, all the truckers out there, I mean, you know, this is a heavily traveled part of the U.S. Commerce system, and you have a tropical system trying to develop over you. That is not a good combination. Some of these showers and thunderstorms also could be capable of producing some brief gusty winds, very heavy rainfall, gusty winds, in some cases 45 to 50 miles per hour in isolated spots, not the entire region. And the seas down in this area certainly choppy. We'll have to see what this does. If it looks like it's going to stay inland, then it'll eventually just kind of rain itself out. But in some cases, more than 10 inches of rain could fall, so we don't want to downplay that too much. And if it tries to stay over water, which I don't think it will, but if it does and maybe skirts the coast like this, well, then it could be a lot more interesting for areas up north near Charleston. So we're going to have to watch this fairly closely. So it's there. Not a major problem, but for that one region, the impact is certainly there with heavy rainfall. Again, that's the biggest issue I see with this. And then the possibility in some of those stronger thunderstorms of some gusty winds. So again, if you know of anybody traveling through the region, let them know to pay attention to this system and to slow down if you're traveling on the interstates down there. That's my biggest concern. I've seen it over and over again with people driving too fast when it's raining like that. And this is some torrential rainfall. If you've never been in anything like it before, it's very overwhelming, especially if you're going 70 miles an hour. So calm it down out there, all right? Well, that's what I know for now. We'll see if the Hurricane Center upgrades this, and if so, what name will it get? We'll know more at 11, but it really won't matter. Tropical depression, tropical storm, tropical low. The impact is the same. I wanted you to be aware, so I produced this little video reminder for you. Have a great rest of your evening. Again, I'm Mark Sudduth, HurricaneTrack.com. I'll have much more coverage on this system tomorrow.